Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Olivier Niamkey, as you just heard. And first of all, I would like to thank Fina for the kind invitation and our Qatari host for the warm welcome. It's a real pleasure to be here. And my task is very challenging today because I would like to present you solidarity, but I will have to do it in 10 minutes, which is almost impossible. So I will try to not give you the full explanation about solidarity, but at least to explain you who we are and what we do, so that maybe you can find how we can interact. So let's talk about our mission first. We, within the International Olympic Committee, are the department in charge of organizing assistance to the National Olympic Committee so that they can fulfill their duty toward the Olympic movement. Each NOC has rights and duties. To do so, they need assistance, and Olympic Solidarity, through their programs, help doing this. Our structure, just for you to position ourselves, we are depending on an IOC commission. So Olympic Solidarity is a commission of the International Olympic Committee, and we have an administration based in Lausanne and working with 5 other entities based in each continent. Our programs, as I told you, we help the National Olympic Committees, and we are organized within 4 main sections. The most important for you now is the one called World Programs, that I will explain in more details later on. Our clients, our partners, stakeholders are the National Olympic Committees. As I told you, there are 204, all very different from one from the other, and each NOC has its own specificity. We try to adapt our program to each NOC. No matter if you come from Africa, America, or Europe, you might have athletes, coaches, and administrators that need assistance, and we try to work with each of those NOCs specifically. Here you can see on the screen how we function. And what is important to notice here is that there is no direct link between the National Federation at the bottom of the screen and the Olympic Solidarity. Not that we are not working together, because at the end of the day, the beneficiaries are the same, but we have a way to function that makes the collaboration go through the NOCs or the International Federation. So no direct link between the National Federation and Olympic Solidarity, but you can always talk to your National Olympic Committee, and this is very important, or the International Federation to understand how you can benefit from our programs. Without funding, nothing is possible, unfortunately, and I would like in 2 or 3 slides to quickly explain where the money is coming from so that you understand. The Olympic Games are generating substantial amounts of money. We are in pretty good conditions, to be really honest. And the money is coming from the broadcasting revenues, the main part, the top program, which is our sponsoring program, the OCOG, the Organizing Committee domestic sponsorship, the ticketing and licensing. So this is the revenue of the Olympic Games. What is interesting to know is that the IOC is an organization who redistribute 90% of its revenues. Only 10% is staying in the IOC, mainly for the running costs. And this money is distributed as indicated on the screen. Part of the broadcast revenue, and now I'm not talking about the top program or the sponsoring, but the broadcasting revenues are going, as I said, 10% to the IOC. A share is going to the organizing committee. Another share is going to the International Federation, and Fina, as one of those federations, benefit from those funds. And the rest belongs to the NOC, and instead of going straight to the NOC, is passing through Olympic Solidarity. And Olympic Solidarity redistribute those funds through programs, as you can see on the screen. So the Olympic Games generate funding. These funds circulate through Olympic Solidarity. Instead of giving cash, we put on programs so that it's not only money that we provide, but also technical advice and technical assistance. The beneficiaries are the NOC, and the NOCs participate in the game, so contribute to the success of the game, and generate those funds, and then the money go back in the circle again. Let me now explain you what are our world programs. We have 4 main areas of action. As you can see in the center, the athletes. We have the coaches programs, NOC management. So there we talk about all the administrators, the running cost of the NOCs and so on. And also the promotion of the Olympic values, which is one of the main duty of an NOC is to promote the Olympic values at national level. Here, the distribution of funding, you can see that 165 million US dollars are dedicated to those world programs. The main part of it is going to the athletes, as I told you, and we try to support athletes from every level, going from the youth to the elite. We have 5 programs that I will explain very briefly. The main one is what we call the scholarship for athletes. This is a program that the majority of people know. It's athletes training, trying to qualify to participate in the Olympic Games. This is one of the 70 programs. Many people think that Olympic Solidarity is only the scholarships. This is not true. But what is true is that this is our most important program. And we will have a more detailed explanation later on with a short video that will show you. So scholarships, we also have a program called Team Support Grants, which aim to support team sports only. The scholarships are for individual sports. So in your case, this program is specifically to support water polo team. Continental Athlete Support Grant, this is the second level. You have athletes training for continental games, regional games, and they also can benefit from assistance through the national federation. This is when the national federation comes on board. You can go to your NOC, ask them that you want to participate in a competition, and they can receive a subsidy for the preparation of your athletes. You also have a program for the preparation of the Youth Olympic Games. We help the NOCs to identify, to qualify, and prepare the young athletes to participate in the Youth Olympic Games. And then we move on to the coaches program, and then we have 3 programs, starting by the technical courses, consisting on having one expert coming to a country, give a 1-week training course for coaches. We can call it a clinic sometimes. And this is all financed by Olympic Solidarity, but organized in collaboration with the International Federation. We move on to the high level, what we call the scholarships for coaches. Having high level training can be either in sports science or in specific training, also for your coaches. And also the development of the national structure, consisting in bringing an expert in your country for a longer period to help you train your coaches, but not only train your coaches, but also work on the development of the national federation. See where are the weaknesses and how you can improve them. So this is a very brief review of 5 of the athletes program and 3 of the coaches program. As I told you, this is among 17 programs, but without going into the details, I would just like to explain you how we collaborate with Fina. As I told you, our beneficiaries are the NOC. They send us a request. The request arrives in Olympic Solidarity. As you probably noticed in the biography, I am not a swimmer. So I'm not an expert in swimming. It's very difficult for me to assess the application from the NOC, know if it's a good project or not. This is when the International Federation jumps in and helps us in the evaluation of the application. Whether it's an athlete's application or a coach's application, we need the expertise of the International Federation because we're working with 35 international federations and none of us are expert in 35 sports. This is how we collaborate. Consultation from Fina. Fina helps us in the implementation and also in the control and follow-up. So the collaboration with Fina is great, is huge. And just to give you a little bit of statistics, for the past quadrennial, we invested in 281 activities for a little bit less than 4 $3,500,000 US dollars. This was for the 4 years plan. And this time, only after 2 years, we're already almost reaching 3 million. So this is a proof that we are very active in terms of swimming. Now the ball is on your side at the National Federation to go and talk to your NOC, build up projects, come up with ideas, submit them to your National Federation so that they can submit them to Olympic Solidarity for consideration. I won't be longer. I hope I haven't been too long. But before giving back the floor to our moderator, we would like to show you a short video of one of our scholarship holders. She's one of the 1,000 scholarship holders. It's one example. Fortunately enough, she's a swimmer, very known by you. No need to introduce her. What I do in other federations here, it says no need. You will recognize her right away, and she explained how she benefited from Solidarity. Thank you very much for your attention.
Kirsty, Coventry. I'm from Zimbabwe. I am a 4-time Olympic swimmer, and I have managed to win 7 Olympic medals in my career. The first time I really watched and understood the Olympics, I was about 9 years old. And after watching, I ran outside and I got a hold of my dad, and I said, Dad, I'm going to go to the Olympics and win a gold medal. And being the amazing father that he is, he smiled and he was like, okay, do you know how hard that's going to be and how much work you're going to have to do and what? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine, it'll be fine, I can do it. I actually heard about the Olympic Solidarity for the first time in Athens in 2004 from a college teammate of mine. She told me about the scholarship, and I went back to my NOC and I said, have you heard about this scholarship? We need to look into it. And it was a huge help, a tremendous help. You're coming from a small NOC who doesn't have a lot of finance. Our sports weren't funded very well. As a swimmer and as an athlete, you have to travel to different competitions in order to refine your competition technique and how you handle different situations. It's such a vital part. So the scholarship came in and helped with that, and it was amazing. I could suddenly go to 3-4 different meets. It was a huge help. Into Beijing, I went in and won 4 medals. So for me, it was a huge saving grace. If the Olympic Solidarity program didn't exist, I think I still would have been somewhat successful in Beijing, but I don't believe I would have been as successful as I was, because not only did it pay for a few flights and accommodation, but it also was a little bit of extra where it could go into being able to have a massage with the masseuse, because you really needed it and your body was just broken down, and before you couldn't afford to do that, but now you can. All those little things help take the pressure off of an athlete, and I was able to just focus on my goal of becoming an Olympic champion and swimming. It is such a great program to be a part of, and you feel very honored, and I feel very honored to be a part of it. And it all started from asking a question and just saying, I've heard about this can really benefit us as an NOC, especially the smaller NOCs who don't have a lot of funding. It can actually help the NOC and take a bit of pressure off of them. This is a direct way where funding from the Olympic Games is getting straight to the athletes.